Hmm. Hey, hello friends. Welcome back to Blue Pig Reviews. Today we have another tequila that's shown up, and this one's from Cayeya. And it's a Reposado because here at Blue Pig Reviews we like to jump in that Reposado because Reposados tend to be a little more versatile than Blancos or Aneos because you go either way. You can usually sip on these bad boys, or you can mix them into a good cocktail and get their flavors out. So Cayeya is, of course, distilled in Nome 1424. It's 100% blue agave. It is, of course, copper pot distilled. I'm sorry, it's stainless steel pot distilled, and it comes in at 80 proof. They claim to be 100% natural, no additives, and I'm going to see what this one's got. I picked this up for under $40. I think I picked this up for $34.99 from Mid Valley over here in the town of Newburgh or city of Newburgh. And I'm going to give this one a go. Tequila is becoming very popular. People are looking at alternatives. And looking at this in this classic bottle, this might be one of those alternative tequilas. Give you a new tequila to love. Let's get it on the glass. Right. Got that closed up. And the bottle pretty much is decorated with the name Cayeya and tequila and Cayeya and a little bit on the back. And just pretty much the proof. There's not a lot on it. Very light in color. Seems a little bit thin, but let's give it a whirl. So on the nose, you immediately get the cooked agave, little hint of the wood oak, or more like seasoned wood, and a little bit of fruitiness in there. Smells pretty good. On the palate. On the palate, it's sweet. You get the agave. You get a little bit of pear and green apple, maybe like a melon in the middle. Yeah, it's like an apple and pear, melon, a lot of fruitiness, a lot of sweetness all the way to the back. Then it quickly turns to pepper, a little light cinnamon. And the finish is mid. The finish is mostly oak and cooked agave. That fruitiness dies down just a little bit. Definitely good. So I would say that what I would like to use this in with that fruitiness is like a nice, I guess, I would try this in a tiki cocktail. Let's try that. We're going to put this in a tiki cocktail to see if we can get those fruit notes, the pepperiness, and the wood notes in there, but especially that cooked agave to come forward. So what we're going to need, we're going to need our shaker tin because all tiki drinks involve ice. Grab a little bit of ice. For our shaker. And we're going to do a traditional one. So we get some of this whiskey out of the way. And let's start with 1 ounce of lime juice, fresh squeeze. I probably need to strain it a little more. It's really fresh squeeze. I can hint at some pulp in the light, but let's see where we're at. We're going to do 1 ounce of that. 1 ounce of this fresh squeezed lime juice. Have to squeeze some more. Do 1 ounce of that. So we're going to do 1 ounce of the Cointreau. And you can use dry Curacao, any orange liqueur to your choosing. I like Cointreau. Cointreau is consistent for me. Pop that in there. Got a little bit extra Cointreau, actually. It's a tad over 1 ounce, the ounce of that. And we're going to use Orgeat. I know I'm going to get blasted for using bottled Orgeat. I have no way of sitting around making orgeat. I definitely don't have the time. But you want to do about a half ounce of this. If you love orgeat, put a little more, but half ounce of orgeat. And normally in a Mai Tai, you have a dark rum that adds some of the fruitiness. You could add a dark rum and add another half ounce, but I'm gonna let the Cayeya kind of do the fruit taste. So I'm gonna get 2.5 ounces of this Cayeya, not 2, because I'm dependent on it to do 2 rolls. And you can go for 2. You know, it's family friendly. And we're gonna add that to that, and that's it. We're gonna shake that up. Get that in a shaker. Shaking tin. Add that ice. Lock our Boston shaker. Shake it for about 8 seconds. Pop that apart. And we're going to get a nice chilled glass. Yeah. And get that. And we're going to pour that out. Shaker. And then we're going to need some crushed ice. And everything here at Blue Pig Reviews is manual. So I got my Lewis bag here. Beat my ice up. This is pre-beaten ice. I beat it a little bit beforehand. Speed it up. Get a little bit of this crushed ice. Get it into our glass. Fill that right up. Excellent. It's going to be nice and chilled. And give that a little push. And then you could garnish this with an orange, cherry, lime. I'm going to give it a little bit of orange and a little bit of lime. That's a 2. And I'm going to line the rim of the glass. And I'm blocking the view. And I'm just going to slide that bad boy into that crushed ice. And then I'm going to put a little orange rub on there. And get that in there. And we got our 2 deals. And this is our tequila Mai Tai. And you can tell by the length of time that I was drinking that's really good. Now, you could put a dark rum in like Hamilton, like a half ounce, and it'll add some rum funk notes to it if you want it to taste more like a Mai Tai. But Cayeya alone is carrying the fruit, it's transferring all its notes, including its pepper and agave. Even coming across, I could taste a little bit of that apple and pear. And with the Cointreau's orange and the lime, it's a fruit festival. Definitely a tropical drink. Considering all that, as a sipper, and how Cayeya Repasado is in a cocktail, it's 100% Blue Pig approved. Go out and get this one. Don't miss it. And like I said, it's at a good price. And like always, if it tastes good, then you're drinking good, and it's all good from Blue Pig Reviews. Cheers and good pouring. And this is definitely going back with me.